I'm gonna make the best of it with my time, because time is of the essence. Time is the true form of measurement. So I'm definitely gonna make the best of it. The title of this video is Fighting Against Drug Addiction. Man, if you somebody that I love, and you know, nigga, you just know 4 times and you need somebody to talk to, man, I'm always somebody you can call and talk to. I might not have the right things to say. I might not, know what you're going through. I might not feel your pain, you hear me? But I'm a man of understanding, and I'm here for you, you know what I'm saying? And mostly more than anything, I'm going to pray for you, you know what I'm saying? So just know, I just pray God works in your life the way he working in my life. And that's for each and every one of y'all or anybody who's watching this video. I pray that God is working in your life, and you can see God working in your life. No matter how much darkness, you can see the light shining, trying to shine brighter through all the darkness. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep our lights shining bright. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things now in life, especially drugs that's here meant just to dim my lights. The despair. The lack of self will. Uh, because we put these drugs into our body. Why do any of us want to put substances in our body that we know not nourishing? We putting these things in our body that we know is going to be an effect to our body. It's not healthy, and we still do it. So, and that's the foul in the temple. That's a sin. Damn. Then I woke up at almost 3 o'clock in the morning. But I always wake up around this time. I don't know if this is my time regulated, but I end up going back to sleep when I get off of her for a couple hours. Sometimes I don't know if I even be asleep because I wake up. It don't even be me who be waking me up. It be God waking me up, y'all. I be feeling it. And just how he wake you up, I think the rapture got something to do with us going to sleep and wake up. Because every time I wake up, to me, I'm a changed person. I'm in a different world because I got myself closer to God, really. And every day I wake up, and when you're on this walk of faith, when on this righteous walk, the world, the farther you step closer to God, it seems like the world is getting farther and farther behind me. Things of the world, worldly things, it seems like that stuff is getting farther behind me. The less I worry, the less I stress. I don't think about things like that. I'm over here feeding the birds. You hear me talking to the birds. You can call me crazy or whatever you want to. Everything is a frequency. And I'm hearing the birds respond back. I feel like the birds are telling me, thank you for feeding me. For real, look at him, he's feeding us, he's communicating. And I realize how intelligent the bird species is by just feeding the birds and being able to throw the food out there. And the birds not even looking or nothing. The birds got a sense of smell. The chicken nuggets and shit in my face, y'all can smell at McDonald's, but we right there at McDonald's. So of course it smell like McDonald's. You can pass by McDonald's and it smell like McDonald's. So you can't tell me when I throw that chicken McNugget over there on the ground and all them birds and break it up in little pieces and all them birds come over there that they smelt it. And they damn so in the trees, they wasn't watching me throw the shit on the ground. So it's some kind of other sense. It was I don't care what nobody say. It was the movement. It was the gravity. From when the chicken McNuggets, when I throw them out my hand, the birds could sense movement from the ground because they in the trees and they up higher, so they watching everything on the ground. So they seen it that things hit the ground or whatever, but I don't think they just knew it was food, but then they went around snooping. I guess once they seen them hit the ground, I guess they could tell it was food. I don't know. Because they was I think they was intelligent enough to see me sitting there eating, watching me, seeing if anything was going to drop. Because they wasn't expecting me to throw food over there for them to eat it. Once they see me throwing food over there. That's how I realized the birds is intelligent, like how they just flew down at once. And then the big mama bird, the big bird, like it was looked like it was only one piece there left. I ain't seen no other piece over there. I seen it walk past it, and I seen a mama bird walk through there like the head honcho, like it ain't even come down there to get no nugget. But then a little bitty bird, you hear me, landed right there and came up there and started eating. The little baby birds came up there and eating while the mama was sitting there watching, like protected, like or it was the father. I don't know what it was, but I know all them birds is communicating together. How they came down together, they stick together. They in the air, they stick together. We down here on the earth, on the land, like, you know what I'm saying, stuck to the land. We can't fly in the air. We ain't got the space a bird got, like, you know what I'm saying? And we don't stick together. People, some people do. But human beings, like, I don't go on race. I don't want to go on race, but we need to stick together, man, as people, like, start uplifting one another, man. I've been drug-free for a year. I'm proud of myself. But if I start taking credit for that, it's easy for me to relapse. It's easy for me to go back to dibbling and dabbling. But you know what's harder for me to do? Is stay on this path. Like go 2 years, go 5 years, go 10 years, go 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like some of you people, that ain't like I've been on drugs, hardcore drugs for 10 years, 20 years, my whole life. You hear me? No, this some shit I had just started fucking with. That's what people don't understand. Even with the powder, that ain't some shit I just did every day. I never done powder every day. I never done drugs every day. But when you go to doing that shit every day or every other day, and you know what I'm saying, when your mind go to telling your body that you need it, then it's a habit. Then you might need to check yourself in rehab. You know what I mean? When you're doing drugs to escape reality, to escape your problems, when you're doing drugs just to feel numb, where you ain't got to think about shit, nigga, I know. Nigga, that shit don't help you. That shit just make you think about shit more. I know it seems like it's, man, I just need Jesus. I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. Like, nigga, I'd rather have Jesus, nigga, than any type of, nigga, that's the only drug I need, nigga. Well, it ain't a drug, but the word of God, you hear me? That's like, man, it's like dopamine to my brain, you hear me? It's just something about that word of God. When I pick it up and read the word of God, I don't care what I done, what somebody done said to me, what type of shame because everybody got shame. Everybody got stuff that we not proud of, whether it was raising our kids and we felt like we could have been better parents or, you know what I'm saying? Or rather, some of us got a problem with weight gain. Like, we can't never gain no weight. We always been little our whole life. We got to accept that. Some people big, they can't never lose no weight. They got to accept that they ain't never going to lose no weight in their life. But really, do they really want to lose weight anyway? Is you happy with yourself? You want to do this because of other people or because the doctor says healthy. You know what I'm saying? I want to gain weight because everybody call me skinny. If everybody, man, you skinny, boy, you sure do need to eat, and make fun of you your whole life because I've been made fun. You see a skinny person, you go to joking around, want to talk about him, you're going to talk about him being hungry and how skinny he is. You know? We are judgmental creatures. We are judged. It's only right that we get judged. We want to judge. They even got a law system, a court system where they got a judge right there to say your ass is guilty. Now that's playing God. Because I done committed all these sins. I done robbed these people. I done killed or whatever. And you mean to tell me that's double jeopardy? You mean to tell me that a person got to spend the rest of their life in prison? But what's so sad about it, and this is the truth, you spending all your life in prison on death row because they caught you for murdering that person. But you know what? All that time in prison, you never was, you feel like you punished enough because you went to prison. You can't find it in your heart to know, like, man, fuck going to prison. I need God to forgive me for killing him. I don't care about y'all convicting me, giving me life after I done killed somebody. After I killed one of you motherfuckers, only thing I'm gonna be thinking about is God forgiving me. That's the only thing I'm gonna be thinking about is God's forgiveness. Because there's people in prison right now doing life in prison and kill some people and they ain't got no remorse. They ain't asked God to forgive them. Whether it was justifiable or not. Like, you got to ask God to forgive you because thou should not kill. You hear me? There's no justifying in that. You know? Well, they was going to kill me. Not if it's not your time to go. Maybe they was just going to shoot you. Maybe when they was pulling the gun, they was going to shoot you in the leg, but you shot them in the head. Or shot them in the stomach. Or maybe they took off running or whatever and you didn't want to let them get away and you shot them in the back, you know? Now you're in prison for manslaughter. Because they was trying to rob you, but didn't know you had a gun. Then they took out running. You had time to think and call the police or whatever, but you chased them down 3 blocks, jumped out your car, and then you shot them. Now you're in prison. You ain't asking God to ever forgive you for that. Some people, that nigga raped your daughter and you killed him. I understand. You hear me? I would have did the same thing or whatever. I understand you had to do what you had to do. In the Bible, in Ecclesiastes, said there's a time for everything did under the sun. There's a time to be born. It said there's a time to kill. You hear me? So he raped your daughter. Maybe that was your goal. And, you know, it was a time to kill. But what I'm saying is, even though you killed that man, and it don't make that right that he raped your daughter, you got to ask God to forgive you because thou should not kill. That's why there's no forgiveness for the self-murder. But sometimes people ain't they self. I'm going to get on that on another video if y'all seen any of my other videos, you know what I'm saying? But some people know, sometimes people know what they doing, you know? You know? That's why you got them suicides where he killed his whole family. Why you want to kill your whole family, nigga? And then turned around the gun and then killed yourself. Nigga, don't kill your whole family. Nigga, just kill yourself. Nigga, them kids don't deserve to die. Your wife don't deserve to die because you want to die. Shit, don't be selfish. If I'm going to kill somebody, I'm just going to kill myself. I ain't going to take out the other people on me just being selfish like they ain't do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? But you got cases like that where Chris Benoit, one of my favorite wrestlers, I don't know why this shit followed me because out of all wrestlers, and you know, a mirror fell on my head, you know, Chris Benoit do the headbutt. And I've been made fun of my forehead my whole life, but it just so happened that was one of my favorite rappers, not because of the head, but I was hearing him do that shit. Because the crippler crossface, I used to like that move. But, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you know what I'm saying? If I really worked out like him, I would be built the same way, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, he killed his whole family, man. They drugs, said it was the steroids, you know? Like I said, that dopamine, them drugs, you don't know what it's doing to your brain. He was on them steroids and shit. I don't know what they was going through, what made him flip out. But that man killed his whole family, then hung himself, Chris Benoit. You know what I'm saying? And this is documented. It's the devil. All these mass shootings, man. A person decide that their life ain't worth nothing. They don't care about their life. So what they, instead of just, you know, well, you don't care about your life, that don't mean that you go around and you mass shoot and you shoot up a whole schoolhouse or you go in this club or this event and you go shoot up all these people, man, that's somebody's mama, somebody's kids or whatever. Oh, you can gave up on life. See, that's people that want to make people miserable. They want to make other people's lives miserable. They want America to feel their pain. You know, terrorists. Ooh, lovers of themselves, really. You love yourself. And don't care about nobody else. You don't even love yourself. It's times where we let go of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's just times where we don't love ourselves. I think that's human nature. It's times where we don't be showing the best love to ourselves. Really, doing drugs is one of them. You hear me? I don't think that's a real good time, man, to just be alone. Some people just be want to be left alone. I think everybody wants that space where it's just them and God. Everybody needs some space, you know. I don't even like nobody in my space, really. Like if you ain't coming now, I don't know. For some reason, when you go to talk about God, I like that in my space. I don't care who you is. For real. I don't care who you is. I'm not gonna judge you. You can be a gay or fruitcake and you gonna talk about God, nigga. We friends. That's why I ain't never had no gay friends. You gonna have to go talk about God. Cause I ain't gonna judge you, you hear me? Because I realize I can't judge nobody trying. I don't care what they got going on in their life, nigga. If they murdering people and they going to church every Sunday, or they, you see on them hitman movies where the hitman went in there and he made a confession to the Pope, to the priest. That's why the priest is the way they is, like some good priests. But like I can't a person that's trying to change their life, I can't judge you for your past. Now, when you living in your past, when you ain't trying to change your life or whatever, like nigga, you still doing the same shit you was doing in the past, nigga. That ain't judging you really. You ain't grew up like you need to grow up. That's really because I love you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Not so it can hurt you or make you feel ashamed or, you know what I'm saying? Some people can't handle the truth, man. I'm gonna tell you what I feel in my heart, and then half the time when I be speaking, that be God speaking through me. You do the best you can with people. You got a good heart. You try to help people out the best you can. When your best ain't enough, when your good ain't good enough, that's all you can do. But you know yourself, ain't nobody ever tried to help you like that. All the men you been with, uh, probably all of the relationships you done been in, ain't nobody try to help you. I mean, at the end of the day, it's what they can receive. Rather, for a woman, it's rather between a woman's legs. A woman got to look at that. Damn, mostly men. Nigga, I can't get a man that don't want some of this. You ain't gonna find no man that don't want some of that between your legs and just want to be with you. Even the friends that you hold on for years and shit, they think something going on. Well, we've been friends for 23, 4 years. If he ain't got a girl or something, he'll go to hitting on you then, because shit, he lonely. Like shit, God said it ain't right for men to be lonely. He go to thinking like, man, well, that been my friend. Man, that's just your friend, nigga. Y'all been friends for 20 years. You ain't never made a pass at herself. Don't make yourself look like a fool. For real. But it's men who do that though. You know what I'm saying? Because, and that don't make you not a good man, but you know that's a good woman, man. And you like, damn, she still ain't got it. Like, nigga, you know it's men fucking up that girl's life, really. She just got a problem with men. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of you women can't keep your legs closed. Some of you men can't keep from laying pipe. You know? And there ain't nothing wrong with being a plumber, you know? I understand some of y'all niggas is plumbers. You know? But sleeping with another man's wife, and you don't think God gonna punish you? You don't think God gonna punish you for sleeping with another man's wife, nigga? Read in the Bible what it said about sleeping with another man's wife. It says, surely you must die. So I don't know. I'm married. Like anybody who sleep with my wife, I don't even want to know nothing about it really. Because when you die, I don't want to be like, man, surely you must die. So all the people that I know who had access to it that didn't die or whatever, I just be like, man, hope they ain't sleep with my wife. Oh, because God's word is the truth. It's the real. So 4 times you never slept with another man's wife? Hell no. Unless you want to say some common shit, but when you go make an oath unto God, no. Anybody made it clear out to me that they was married or whatever, unless I was on drugs and didn't know or something, I'm not for to do that. It's against my morals, my standards, because I'm married, so I put myself in that position, be like, huh? It's men out here right now. It's women out here right now that wouldn't fuck with 4 times because I'm still married. And I respect them type of women, though. I'm talking about there's women right now that want to be in a full-blown relationship with 4 times, can move in their shit right now, nigga, but they won't let 4 times move in their shit. They don't want to have nothing to do with 4 times to be driving that motherfucking whip right now. You know what I'm saying? Bitch own the whole well, she don't own the store, but nigga, you know what I'm saying? Cassie's store, like nigga, she run that whole store. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, you still married, nigga. Ain't nobody trying to fuck with that. Shit. You ain't even a free man. Once I understood that, that's why I said I'm married. Married still a bachelor. Cause a man got needs, you hear me? But that don't mean every time that I go out and I go sleep or have sex with somebody else or something, nigga, that shit's sin. Nigga, if it ain't with my wife, nigga. So until I can get a divorce, like nigga, I don't even care about having sex, really, y'all. Shit, nigga, that's why I done went, like, the last time I done got some pussy, it's been like a month since I done got some pussy. You hear me? And then after a month or something, then like 3 months or something, or I know it, I ain't gonna go no 3 months. I don't even know how this as long as I done been. Yeah, in a minute. And I'm talking about, and like when a bitch was telling me I look good, like passing up pussy. Like, you hear me? Now that's discipline. It's a different thing. I ain't talking to you niggas that can't get no pussy. You can't get a bitch. You can't, you hear me? We ain't talking about 2 niggas that can't get no bitches. You hear me? I know how they feel too, because you know, you could just be depressed and just not trying to shoot your shot. Your shooting your shot ain't in you no more. You can't get no bitch, really, right? But you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking to y'all, but yeah, man, I've been passing them up, and it's hard, especially when they be looking good. Then you walk off and you be wondering, like, damn, man, I should have got on her, like. And then the opportunity to present itself again or some shit, and then you be like, man. Like, nigga, I'm glad I went on in the class, nigga. I was about to turn down $65, $70. Well, I could have came and got that later, but I was about to go fuck you in the, you hear me? But then I about to fuck around and ended up doing drugs and shit. That's why I walk off like, huh? Girl, I'm gonna be about 15 minutes, you hear me? They know a nigga known for an hour, like that nigga known for putting in work, nigga. Girl, that was when I was on drugs, girl, that was the drugs. So really, drug that should take away the pleasure in your mind. It give you more pleasure in your mind, but it take away the pleasure because that's why you can go longer. The pleasure was longer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't need Viagra, man. I don't even want to think about living to the age where I need something like that, really. But yeah, man, that's why I be telling myself, and I don't want to get no divorce, y'all. I even got a mentor like a person in my ear that got bread, motherfucker telling me that, like, get a divorce. Like, man, telling me how cheap it is. And, boy, that shit is cheap. But I got to get a divorce if things don't go right. If my marriage don't come back together, then I got to get a divorce. I got to, people. Got to. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Because I'm not playing with God. And that's the next step to get me closer to having my life right, because I got married for the right reasons. But if my marriage ain't right, then I need to get out my marriage, you know what I mean? And God got somebody else for me, or, you know, because I don't think God just put me here to be alone. I think my marriage was meant for me. But, you know, hey, time will tell. Because God is the Alpha and Omega. He the beginning and the end. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't over. It ain't over with. It ain't over with till I descend up in them clouds. You want to know why? Because it said God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son. That whoever shall believe in Him should not perish. So I'm gonna descend up in them clouds. I'm not gonna die. You hear me? To the point where I'm like, I believe in Him, nigga. I walk out in front of cars. Niggas did sit right there, nigga. I done jumped out in front of the car. The car done stopped. The nigga right there with the gun. The nigga done probably got 5 bodies. I'm looking at him like, that nigga's a natural born killer. That nigga don't even know why he didn't shoot me. Like, nigga, I pop you right now, nigga. Nigga, you better get your ass back. Nigga, what the fuck wrong with you? Nigga, I'm not playing with you. I'm just sitting there like, huh? I know you'll pop me, okay, sir. I want to die, but I don't even want to die with all that energy. You hear me? I wanted you to hit me with your car, but now you're gonna pop me. Why you ain't pop me already? But I'm gonna shut the fuck up. You hear me? I ain't gonna say nothing else because I could see the nigga was really gonna pop me. You hear me? Nah, I'd rather you hit me with the car than pop me, nigga. How you really want to die? But I stood there. I stood my arm. Nigga don't know why he didn't pop me to this day. If I could run into that nigga, be like, man, I don't know why I didn't shoot that nigga. I guarantee you be telling niggas their story. Be like, man, I'll tell you a story about this nigga jumped out in front of my car. Nigga probably be still seeing me and shit too. Like, nigga, like that nigga right there crazy. Yeah, nigga talking to himself and shit. Nigga, I got a gun right there, nigga, in front of me. That nigga like, nigga, huh? Nigga couldn't hear nothing. I know and how you ever was talking to yourself, but what really wasn't talking to yourself, nigga, I was talking to the gun. Hey, nigga, I'm talking to the gun like, nigga, hey, don't go off until I get ready for you to go off. Like, let me think about this for a minute. You hear me? Nigga, don't you see I'll pop you? Yeah, nigga, I want to die, nigga. Huh? Nigga, I'll pop you. I ain't playing with you, nigga. You better get the fuck on somewhere, nigga. When I seen that, I'm like, okay, hold on, nigga. Nigga, don't pop me now, nigga, don't pop. I'm serious, nigga. That nigga clutching like, when I seen that nigga trying to shoot me and couldn't shoot me, I'm like, let me get away from, don't try to pop me. This nigga still to this day telling motherfuckers, I guarantee, like, man, I don't know why I didn't pop that nigga. Why you didn't pop me? Because God got a plan for your life, young brother. Because He gonna do something great with your life, brother. Because I wasn't worth nan one of them bullets off in that gun for you to take time out your kid's mouth, or for you to hit me with your car, to have it on your conscience that you hit somebody with your car. You hear me? My misery shouldn't be threw off on you. Like, you hear me? If you would have popped me right there, you know what I mean? Your life is more than that. You hear me? Because I know this dude, wherever he at, he's sitting there thinking to himself, like, why didn't I shoot that nigga? You couldn't really. You hear me? You can't kill God's chosen, nigga. You can't kill me, nigga, and I'm God's chosen, nigga. I ain't none of you rappers, nigga. I ain't nothing like the rest of you rappers. Like, nigga, I talk about God when I rap. I ain't in none of your categories. My whole rap career is about preaching the message of God. I don't care what you heard I said, or what type of things you want to define as evil. That's because it's an evil industry. You hear me? And I'm not perfect. But my whole point with my music, at the end of the day, it's more light shining. The good gonna outweigh the bad every single time, man. I put God first, man. Seek thee first the kingdom of heaven, all these other things will be added. You can't lie to me. You hear me? All these other things will be added. Yeah. All these other things will be added. Yeah. He'll open up the desires of your heart and pour out you more blessing than you can withstand. See, everybody's desires of everybody's heart is different. The desires of my heart is not to have all the money in the world. It's not to be Bill Gates. It's not to have riches. The desires of my heart is to get the word of God, the gospel, the right words of God preached to the whole world for the end to come. I want the end to come. I don't want to die and go to my grave and then it's the year 4000 BC. So that means I've been down in my grave for 2,000 more years. You hear me? Because you ain't going to live forever. So if I die 100 years from now, if I live to be the oldest man in the whole world, if I live to get 140 some years old, but the world's still here to 4,000, I don't want to be down there I don't want to wait that long for judgment day. I know it's coming like a thief in the night. When he say that, people thinking like, man, well, it's been 2,000 years. When is he going to come? 2,000 years later, man, some people say since it's been 2,000 years, because, one day to God is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. So actually, it's been 2 days with God. But we ain't going to even get on that. It ain't even been 3 days yet. We in the second day. But we know on the seventh day, he rested. And he said he'd come in the same way he left her. So I take the Bible literally, mostly literally. Now, only thing in the Bible that I say that's symbolic is Revelations. The devil's chapter. Revelations is the devil's chapter. And then how you know you don't believe in Jesus? Because you focus on the end times and you focus on the plagues and the phantoms, and y'all focus on all this chaos that's gonna go on. But what I'm gonna focus on that for when he said he gonna rapture me up? I believe in Jesus. But I'm gonna focus on some stuff that I'm not gonna take part in for. So if you focusing on it, maybe you're gonna be left behind. If you're focused on being left behind, you're probably gonna be left behind. I'm focused on Jesus. I'm focused on God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whoever shall believe in him. I believe in him. And I know that. You hear me? And I'm not gonna forget that. How you gonna make me forget that this is sitting right here when it's right there in front of me? Because he'll never leave me or forsake me. It took me time to pull that over there. It don't take me time to pull God close. He right there. He's worthy to be praised. But people rather take their time when he the Alpha and Omega. Time ain't nothing to God. God is time himself. Compared to us, he got all the time. You talking about the man with eternity in his hands. Where you gonna spend your eternity? He created you, so you know he got eternity in his hands. He been here forever. Nothing created him. He was already here. He was the only thing here. So how could you live outside of that if God was already here? God was the way and the truth. He was the beginning and the end. All there ever was God in the beginning. Before the angels and before the heavens, before anything was created, it was just God. How could you if it was just only him, then make a sense. If it's only this right here, everything else got to be within it. I'm in God. I'm living in God when I look at the universe as consciousness. I live inside of God. That's why I gotta believe. And he right there for me to believe in the universe. I see him. Yeah, nobody see God and live. I'm dead to the flesh. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, because I see God every day I wake up. You can't live outside of man, whoever believe in him. Do you believe in yourself? Because that's where it started at, in your heart. Greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. Because I'm not a part of the world, the material world. The botanic solid blue. Hey, y'all can call me crazy or whatever. I'm going with it with Terrence Howard. I believe everything Terrence Howard says makes sense to me more than what mathematical geniuses then came up with and say, well, this is what he was saying. And I'm not agreeing with him. I was saying that when I was a kid too. I argued with the teacher over there when I was in the kindergarten, when I was a little kid. And it takes people like that to remind me of how much of a genius I am. Even winning the science fair for the whole nation or whatever, and I came up with that idea. Like, but now my will be done, God's will be done, because I watched my mama at Morning Star, she had pancreatitis. She had a problem digesting her food. So I wanted to find out what was making my mama have trouble digesting her food. You know how kids think I'm gonna come up with something, I'm gonna invent something that I'm thinking about trying to make people like so, because I watched my mama suffer from this as a child. You know what I'm saying? God ain't playing in these times we living in. Do y'all see what's going over there in the Holy Land? What's going on in Jerusalem? Man, on a war, man, we living in the last days, the last times. You see Bible prophecy being fulfilled. You see things that it said that was going to happen in the Bible. You seeing things come to pass that they said it was really going to happen. And now that we see these things coming to pass, it's like some people still don't want to wake up to the, you know what I'm saying? Some people still don't want to, you know what I'm saying, accept the truth. Some people still don't want to. And that shit's sad. That shit is really sad. Because none of us, we never know when our time, when God gonna call us. You know what I mean? And when I say that, because we never know when it's gonna be the rapture. Even us, the ones that know we're gonna be raptured up, and we know God gonna come back for us. We still don't know when. He's coming like a thief in the night. The devil don't know when the rapture gonna happen. The angel in heaven. People don't know when he gonna descend. But you know, us chosen ones, we just diligently we watching every day because we know we don't want to get caught naked. We don't want to get caught sleeping. No, we don't want to get caught none of that. I know I don't. I know I don't.